not a... I'm not a bunny or a pony. Oh. Okay. I guess we're good now. Oh, what's up? Holy shit, it's been a while since I streamed last, hasn't it? Maybe just a few days. Yeah, I think last time I streamed was Monday. Things are sort of coming back to normal. Maybe this week I'll be, let me see. Yeah, this week I might be, oh my god, 1 second. Sorry. Let's go to the living room. All right. Okay. So I think things are gonna, like I was saying, I think things might go back to normal soon. This week, yeah, the next few weeks, I might, I think on the 22nd, I'm going on vacation until the 25th. So for now, I'm going to have my time to myself back again starting Tuesday. So I think I'll plan a few streams on this week, maybe like 4 in a row or something like that. But yeah, we'll see. I think there's some good stuff coming along. I'm gonna lower the volume just for myself, really. Kind of bring. Yeah. Okay. So, some of the things that I want to talk about was. Some of the stuff that I want to talk about is that I forgot. So yeah. So this week, I think I'm gonna schedule a few things that we can do. Let me move this over here. So my family goes on vacation 25th. Yeah, so like I was saying, like some of the things that I want to talk about is that so this week I will be able to stream normally. I think this week we'll start Final Fantasy Tactics, like we discussed a couple weeks ago. What other game was I thinking of that I saw and I kind of went, oh yeah, so I'm gonna buy Lego Star Wars, and I kind of want to stream that as like a less serious game. Well, I mean, it's Final Fantasy Tactics, it's not that serious, but I just want to stream that one too because I think Lego Star Wars is fun. I made a new, well, I can't say friend yet, but I made a new acquaintance, VTuber. I think she's a alien girl / android. She has a really cool model. Here, I'll share it. I'll share it later. In the I need to find her name. Like I really love her. It's like one of the more creative ones that I've seen. Her name is Valhalla. Like she is. It's like one of my favorite models that I've seen so far. And her name is pretty cool as well. It's on the Discord server, so I'm just gonna dump it there. But yeah, Valhalla's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's so far we've only had like a interaction, but looks like I'm making a new friend.
and I spoke with another friend of mine that's kind of like streaming on and off, and there's options for fun collabs. Another thing that I wanted to talk about is something that I did yesterday, and I will talk about it once I have the art stuff up. Cause sorry, I got distracted. I was watching Tier Zoo. I've been watching like a shit ton of Tier Zoo videos since yesterday, and even though I set my time for 6:05, like I got distracted watching the videos, and then I realized, oh shit. Oh, not this shit again. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. I don't know why it does this. It'll like show up and then it disappears. So I don't know what the hell's going on with the art stuff. Like it doesn't. Boy, oh boy. I hate that I have to go through this again. So, okay. So, don't know why it's making me do this. Anyways, this is kind of upsetting. You remember last time where I spent hours trying to figure out take no action. Just leave my fucking device alone. Evaluate. Up. Alright, well, while we wait for my cursed Apple product to respond, I'll just talk about some of the like what I did yesterday. So yesterday I went to a cacao plantation, or like cocoa plantation. I don't know how you really pronounce it in English, or like what's the proper word, but yeah, it's like where like genuine chocolate comes from. There's an organic plantation like 2 hours away from where I live, and I went there yesterday, and we did like it's pretty fun and informative. I took a shit ton of videos, and I was thinking of making like a short documentary type deal, mixed with like Japanese type presentation, like a Japanese show or whatever. Like I don't know if you've ever seen those where they have like a like a panel of people, and then they react to it, and then they talk, like they discuss and stuff. I was thinking of like doing something fun like that, like editing and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. I still have to edit the video, and I have to blur a lot of faces and stuff like that because it's I don't show up in any of the videos, but it's still I don't know. There's a lot of people I need to blur out except the tour guide, and it's all in Spanish, so I have to do also like a lot of subtitles, or maybe when like even if I edit the video, I'll do like a live premiering stuff, or like a live stream showing the video, but then I like translate after the guy talks, or I pause or something like that. I don't know. Well, I think it's maybe something different from what like other people do, and I think it would be fun to do. All right, let's see. Stupid iPad. Let me see if maybe. I can't believe I have to do like. I don't know what's going on or why it's doing this, but it's not capturing. Like it doesn't want to like. I think I've explained it before, but it doesn't. What happens is the way I share my screen is that I have to screen mirror, and the application has to show up. But I don't know if it's because it's not updated. Options. Let's see. Let me see if there's like an update or something. I don't know. Check for updates. Using the latest version. Don't know if my iPad's like Apple ID not backed up. I don't care about the backup for real. This is fuck you, Apple. Well, I'm just gonna leave it there. Let's just chat. Let's just talk. While this thing like decides it's gonna work. So yeah, like I took a ton of footage. My phone died while I was like recording something important. Not terribly important. It was just towards the end. But my God, I ate so much chocolate yesterday. Like at the start, they gave us like hot chocolate, and they gave us the option of like hot chocolate with milk, or hot chocolate like water, hot chocolate and water, or like cacao with or like cocoa with milk, or cocoa with milk and with water. And I was like, I'll take the milk option, and it was pretty good. And after that, we went on to the plantations, and they explained like how things work and stuff, and it was pretty fun. And then they gave us like an actual like fruit, and they opened it up, and they're like, yeah, you can like suck on the seeds. And a lot of them had like different flavors and shit. One of them had like a citrusy kind of like orange flavor. Another one had like a lime flavor. And they explained that you know, what cacao or cocoa trees do is that they absorb kind of like what the trees around it, or the way they kind of reproduce, make the trees reproduce, is that they like do a special type of reproduction with trees. And they might take a tree like a branch from like a good cocoa tree, and then so no, the seeds are bitter if you bite on them, but if you don't, if you just suck on the slime that they have, it's pretty good. It's like not sweet, but very flavorful, and it's just like a little bit of slime, and then you spit them out. But you don't have to actually ingest on them. If you bite on them, it's super bitter. I did it, and I regretted it immediately. I don't handle bitter flavors very well, so I was kind of upset that it was that bitter. But they explained us like the lengthy like drying process, the fermentation and stuff, and then at the end they did like a sweet presentation on how to. Oh my God, why isn't it working? What the fuck is the problem? Now it shows up, and then as soon as I close the program, it goes away. Fucking finally. Holy shit. I don't know if it's like, I don't know what the fucking deal is. Give me 1 second. I'm booting up the thing. Sorry guys, we're almost there. Overwrite, whatever. Okay, let's go back. Let me try and go here. Okay. No, I guess like, there we go. All right, let me get some music so we can chill. YouTube. God damn it. Let's see. Lo-fi. No copyright lo-fi music. There we go. Same shit, different day. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, I ended up ingesting a lot of chocolate. So they gave us like they explained to us like what Mayans do. Where is my pen? Oh, there it is. So they explained to us like what Mayans used to do with the cocoa seeds and stuff. Like they used to heat them up and then mash them up.
and they gave us some of the seeds to try, and you get something that's called like cocoa nibs, where they're super bitter, but they're super good for you. Actual cacao is actually very good for you, and there is like genuine organic cocoa doesn't is not like it doesn't make you fat. What makes you fat? It's all like if you eat like a Hershey bar, which is not real cocoa. It's just like derivatives, or like cocoa flavored chocolate. It's what it is. All the sugar and the milk and the stuff, that's what makes you fat. But like genuine, like if you grab like a cocoa that's already in powder or something, it's not gonna make you fat. Or like, if you like mash it into a ball, it's not gonna make you fat either. It's just like the additives that makes you fat. It's cocoa, like regular cocoa is really good for you. It's an antioxidant, and a lot of the cocoa byproducts are pretty good for you too. Like, let me make sure that this isn't. There's nothing that not. Well, let me see if. Oh, now my pen is not recognized. What the fuck is going on? Apple, I swear. God damn it. 1 second. I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. I have to like. My pen normally works, but then some days it just doesn't want to. It decides, oh, today I'm not gonna work, and you gotta plug me in. But it works via Bluetooth, so I don't get what the deal is. Okay, we're back. So yeah, cocoa is actually good for you. And another good product for your skin, hair, and stuff is cocoa butter. And I bought like 2 things for it because I low key I'm a bit of a metrosexual, so I take very good care of my skin and stuff, my hair. Okay, it's not here, so I gotta be very careful what I show here. So let's go to. Sorry, I gotta go find the file that we're gonna work on today. Oh, there we go. Okay, and we're back. So, yeah, like I was saying, cocoa butter. Like I bought, I think, cocoa butter, and the lady that runs the place or like was like there. She's like, yeah, if you grab like you can heat it up with like a lighter or whatever. Like don't like just make sure you heat it up without adding anything to it. Or if you want to add brown sugar to it, like rub it on your face or your hands. It's very very good for you, and it'll like moisturize your skin or do like it has like a lot of healing properties for your hair. It'll make it naturally shiny and stuff. So I tried a little bit of it this morning. It looks great. It helps on the like I have very natural like tired eyes, so I tend to be very I look tired often. So it's very good for that. Yeah. I took a lot of videos, so hopefully maybe like sometime this week I do something, and then maybe later on I show. So last time I'm all over the place, aren't I? So last time I worked on this because it's going to be the art that I'm going to use, not for like avatar purposes or whatever. Like it's just for thumbnails and stuff. And since we're going to play Final Fantasy Tactics, I will just put that in the thumbnail and just for something to commemorate the occasion. And then maybe I might do something like a Lego Star Wars Roz and whatever. But I want to do something fun for myself because I've been a little bit stressed last week. So I have a shit ton of work for my game project. Yep. So let's see here.
So yeah. Um, anyways, how's your guys' week been? Very good and relaxed this week. Chill, and the one before that was hectic. I feel you. Oh, not the one I wanted to use. Oh, right. I wanted to. So the lines are kind of. Okay. So I kind of want to use. Let's see. I'm going to use. Would this brush work? Yeah, this one works. So let's scratch this. Yeah, buddy. This is the one I want to use. But make the lines thinner. Yeah. So there we go. So it's not crisp, but it looks neater. Nope. Yeah, for me this week was not necessarily stressful. It was just a lot of work. It's still a lot of work. Um, but I've done a lot of CG work and character design work and enemy design. And for me, it's a lot of work because I'm not the fastest. But I try to be very, what's the word? Very precise with my work. So I'll spend like the longest on sketches because I want to make sure that the idea I have is going to work before I commit to it. Because I don't like working on something and then realize, oh, this isn't, you know. And generally, like, I'll think something looks like shit, even if I'm committed to it. But then I realize as I keep correcting, I'm like, okay, this is looking more and more like what I envisioned. And I think a lot of it is just more of like I need to keep practicing. And since this week I'm gonna be doing programming, starting on Tuesday, because tomorrow I want to finish some character design I had started and left to finish. I'll use the opportunity that I'm not drawing and do some studies at night or wake up in the morning and just do like a few exercises. So hopefully, this is another productive week. But I'm quite content with myself, and I'm also gonna do like I think tomorrow I'm gonna work on that as well. A presentation video for the fuck is okay. A presentation video for supporters of my game. So yeah, I want to take a full professional perspective on this and set a good precedent for like any future projects I want to work on. But yeah, let's see. Oh, so if anyone plays Azure Lane, some new girls dropped for the research. So season 4 dropped Thursday, and I'm already like grinding one of them, which is KMS Ager. I think that's how it's pronounced. And I already finished one XP gate. I'm waiting for. Well, I'm refueling, so I'm low on fuel. But the next part, since she's like Azuma, which if you're not, if you don't have Azuma, she's kind of like a battleship, but she goes on the front line. So she's like a very heavy cruiser, and has like a thick, well, aside from like a thick body, she has like a thick layer, thick hull. So she's like essentially like a strong tank. They're slow, but very good to have on the front lines. And so I'm grinding her up. It's a sort of like a battle cruiser, but you need like 2 million XP for the second gate. But the good thing is that it's the front line, and I have a ton of like German girls to grind to get that XP, so it'll be good. And the good thing is, because I'm like already set up in a way where I don't have to, do a lot of like grinding by paying attention. I can just like be sort of AFK. A lot of the grinding is just gonna be grinding girls that I still have to, that are like newly discovered to be part of the meta. So, yeah, my work's pretty much cut out for me at this point. Okay. And I think last time I streamed, I also discussed Disgaea 6. I played some more of it, and initially I was like opening up to it. I did some of the story mode. I knew like a very like interesting set of characters showed up and stuff, but I'm just not very drawn into it. And the whole concept of having the AFK auto mode for like a console game kind of like destroyed my interest. So I don't know if I'll ever pick it up again. And I'm just kind of like, like, it's just not like, if you're a Disgaea fan, maybe this game won't appeal to you. It's definitely appealed to maybe the casual crowd, because Disgaea games are normally grindy. This one is more of like, well, they made the grinding simple, but yeah, the auto grind just kind of destroyed all the fun out of it. Because then you're not really paying attention, and you're just kind of like mindlessly, like, I think their idea was that you would normally pay, like, you would, because the grinding is like, you're not paying attention to it, the other stuff, like, you can pay attention to like equipment and stuff like that, but it's just like, nah, man, this is kind of boring. It's not the Disgaea game I, learned to love. This is more of a mobile game, which they should have just made it a mobile game and not a console game, because that's what it feels like. And again, like, I don't like the Disgaea games have never had like optimization issues unless they were ported to PC, which most Japanese games, when they're ported, they just suck, because Japanese are only starting to get into the PC realm when it comes to like AAA titles, or like actual games and not visual novels, which have normally been just on PC up until recently. And also, the benchmark for Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker dropped. I tried it, but mostly because I already know my computer can run it. That's not the issue, and I'm still far away from the Endwalker content. I've only recently beaten Heavensward, and I still have the post Heavensward content. I did the character creation because I wanted to try out the male Vieras, but um, I mean, granted, they look like twinks, which is great. It's what I wanted, but it's not exactly what I was picturing. So I'm just gonna keep my regular Vieira, to be honest. I don't mind, really. Like if interesting mods for male Vieras come out with like different hairstyles and stuff like that, I'll give it a shot. But I think I like the way my female Viera looks, so I'm just gonna keep playing as her. Speaking of which, later I have to play and push forward a little bit of the story, because I want to see if I can beat all post Heaven Ward's content, so I can move on to Shadowbringers, which I'm excited for. Stormblood, is the next one Stormblood? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about a little bit more about um, what did I want to talk more about? Oh yeah, so like I said, I'm trying to um, make new friends and stuff like. One second. Okay. So I'm trying to make new friends. And like I said, I was perusing Twitter and I saw Valhalla's profile and I thought it was like a really nice model. Like it's one of my favorite ones. Like it's genuinely cool and cute at the same time. So I was like, okay, check it out. And she followed me back, and there's only been a little bit of interacting, but I'll try to catch her streams when I can, because it looks like she's already streamed and debuted. So I just need to make sure that I set up my Twitch notifications properly, even though I don't use Twitch that much. I'm off Twitch because I used to stream there way back, but just not a big fan of Twitch, to be honest. But if it's in the name of, reaching out and meeting new people, I guess I'm okay with it. I think maybe by today, I think my plan for today is that I'll try to get some lines done, and maybe by saying I think I should be done with lines in like 40 minutes at most, because I don't want to go terribly complex with this. Last time I watched you was on Twitch. Been a while. Ah, you're from the good old days. It would be cool to see a collab in the future. Yeah, I already so I've spoken with a few friends of mine that hopefully we can do a collab. One of them wants to do a Factorio collab. Another one which I spoke to recently and wants to see if he gathers a few of his friends. And hopefully when Kiki comes back, you know, collab with her. And if I get well acquainted with Valhalla, then that could be a good option. And I think with a few of my friends, maybe once I'm, you know, less like more interested in playing again, some DRG, Deep Ross Galactic. I don't remember if I don't think I know anything about Factorial. Like people explain it to me, but I just like never bothered to look at screenshots or whatever. So I guess I'll just keep doing that and go in blind once I play it. Cause that might make for very fun and confusing streams for me. But for now, like I said, I think this week, or but you consider next week, I guess. It's already this week, anyways. I think I want to play. I'm gonna go out and buy Lego Star Wars, and also I want to play Final Fantasy Tactics. So I'll see when I set the streams for, but I think it'll be closer to Wednesday and Thursday. I know some good things, but I would not call myself good at Factorio. I mean, I don't know, anything that requires me to use my brain. I think something that I discovered of myself is that, well, I don't know, like, I joke around that I'm like not very smart, but which I'm not really, but I'm good with things that, not anything that requires logic, because this is the reason I'm not a lawyer. It's more like if it's something like that there's like a solution to it that's I'm good with stuff that's kind of like mathematical and not necessarily stuff that's a logic process where I have to start deducing things because I'm just not very good with logic. Because that's kind of like things for smart people. Math is just like plug in and play. But like not now, but I used to be very good with math. I used to do things without a calculator. Like I had scholarships for engineering and like mostly naval engineering, and not at puzzles, like anything that like it's like outside of the box thinking or whatever. Like I'm not very good at. But like I had like scholarships for engineering and stuff like that, which I basically said, "Fuck you, I'm drawing tits for a living." That's pretty much what I ended up doing. Like I had like for better explanation, like I had a perfect like if you know what the SAT is, I think the max score you can get is an 800 on the math section, and that's exactly what I had. I got an 800 on the math section, and everything else I failed. Well, I got a shitty score. Like the test section, the max you can get is a 12. I got a 6. the English part, which is like reading comprehensions and stuff like that, I got like an average score. Like everything else, like I just blew hard. And I took advanced calculus in high school, and I had like I had a 4.0, and in no, actually no, I didn't have a 4.0. I had a 3.89 or something like that. Because the only thing that held me back was literature, AP literature, and it's because I fell asleep in the class because I found it boring. Everything else, like it was like I just didn't just I just did my homework. But for math, like I genuinely paid attention and I got pretty good scores on it. But yeah, when time came, they asked me if I wanted to take the AP calculus test, and I was like, why the fuck do I need to take a test to prove that I know this stuff? I have 100. Like I have 100 on the AP calculus class. Why the fuck do I need to take a test to prove it? Like it's in the like it's there. And in college, I was like, I just want to take calculus again. For whatever reason, I decided that was a good idea. And the teacher that I spoke to, she was uh, like, hey, I want to sign up for your class. And for whatever, like, for one reason or the other, she's like, yeah, well, you have to prove that you're good enough for my class. Lady, there are 20 seats available for your class. 8 of them are occupied. The rest, nobody's signing up. And the 8 people that are there are math majors. Why would someone that's not a math major want to sign up for a class where in a college where there's like not like you wouldn't really do anything, like there are no other career paths in the college that I went to that required anyone to take calculus. Only math majors had to take calculus. Why do I have to prove to you that I want to take this class or that I'm good enough for it? Like, I'm stupid enough to even want to torture myself with more math, even after, like, I chose a specific career path that, like, I did not have to use my brain for. And she's like, well, just like, did you take the AP test? No. Okay, well, can you send me a report card from your high school? And at that point, I just gave up. I'm like, well, I'm never doing math again. I don't think I'll ever need it. Shows her. I don't need math to calculate boobage. I think math is fun. I think math can be fun. My AP calculus teacher made it fun because his method of teaching was the thing about math is it's more important to know the process than arrive at the precise answer. Because if you don't know the process well, it doesn't matter if you get the right answer. Like, you're gonna get like, even if you get the right answer once, you're gonna inconsistently get it wrong all the time. So the teacher that I had, he would give you more points for having a proper process, like down on the test, than having the actual answer. If you had the actual answer but not the right process, you would get like 1 point for having the correct answer, but pretty much fail the question because your process is entirely wrong. And the one thing he taught me that helped me understand math the most was like, it doesn't matter why the process is this way. It's been like this for a while. Don't ask why or how. And we had this one. I had this one friend who would constantly ask, "Well, professor, why? Why is it this way? Why is it that way? Why?" And he's like, dude, it's math. There's no like why. It's just like this, and that's you don't question it. It's math is simple. It's not a philosophical question, and he said like that's why he found math comforting, because math was like it's always you know what to expect out of it, and he's like it's literally not rocket science. It's just like math will give you what you need to know, and it's a formula thing, and it applies for everything. And he's just like, yeah, you don't have to worry about why the process is a certain way. It's important to know who like came up with certain formulas, but it's not going to help you like understand the process any better. He's just like, if you memorize the process or like know the process by heart, it doesn't matter because you have a ton of tools that'll help you figure out the correct answer. Yeah, there's hard explanations for math, but he said like the thing about math is like at school they make you like use your like actual brain to figure out the answers, but once you're in like he said like if you're in a job, like you're not gonna sit around like an idiot like trying to figure out like, oh, is this correct or is this wrong. Like you have a calculator that you're gonna be using, or like a computer program that's gonna you know input the parabola information or whatever, and it'll give you the correct answer. The important thing about math is that you know the process, because if you know the process, you know what to do on the computer. If you don't, then you're just never going to get the correct answer, because the computer is not the one, you know, you need to know your stuff. Because then, like, if you don't know the process, like, you're going to get an answer, but you don't know how you got there, and it might be the incorrect one. The only thing I've always found stupid in math is, like, when you're a kid and they're giving you these math problems, like they're not real. Like Steven ate 750 apples. If he left two like shit like that, I'm like, no, just give me like, why is someone eating 750 apples, and why is he only saving some of them? Why didn't he eat all of them? Like I get it. It's just like. But they're not really like they don't actually like teach you math. They're just confusing. Also, I think my favorite thing about school was when I used to get so I went to a private school, and my private school was very, I don't know for what specific reason this was that they were the way they were, but my school, they were like we were only allowed to have like specific tools or like instruments like pencils and stuff. Like they were 1 year it was like you can only have 2B pencils, and then another year was like a different caliber. And it's not like they ever checked, but they were like always like very specific, and they used to tell teachers, no, it has to be this way, like it has to be this one or whatever. And there were a few teachers that like would care to check, but it's like it never mattered. Like people would use it got to a point where some of the teachers like, yeah, no pencils, only pens, which was frustrating because I hate pens, because you need to use correction paper or liquid paper to correct anything that's wrong. Whereas for pencils, you can just erase. But I hated that they opted for pens. Like at the end of my high school career, it was just pens, and I hated that. Don't understand why they wanted only pens. But they were very specific about the materials that we were allowed to get. And sometimes they wouldn't let us buy it from stores. We had to buy it from the school store. And guess what? They sold it at more expensive, like at higher expensive prices. And I think the most insulting thing was the uniforms, which I like uniforms. My school had really nice polos, and they let us use khaki pants of our choice. But towards the end, they're like, we're just gonna make our kids or parents, I guess, buy the entire outfit from the school. So they went to the cheapest manufacturer of clothing they could find, and they had the cheapest pants, the ugliest and cheapest pants you could ever imagine made. And they were like, you have no idea how cheap these were to make. Like, I went to the, like, my mom was so upset about this change. She went to the manufacturer herself just to confirm what the prices were. And they were like, yeah, these cost, like, imagine, they cost, like, at the price that they bought, it was like $3, like, I want to say, like, $3 per pants. And the school was selling it for, like, $25 per pants. And we couldn't, like, go to the store and buy it from them because the store would only sell us the pants without the logo, and we had to have the pants with the logo. Otherwise, we weren't allowed to inside the school. And the entire outfit costs like $50. And you can imagine, and this wasn't like a change that they announced before you paid the tuition. When they did this change, everybody had paid for tuition, and they then later on, after like a month or so after you had paid the tuition, they're like, yeah, no refunds, and we introduced new like uniforms, and they were ugly. They were button downs that were a little bit transparent, so a lot of girls were extremely uncomfortable because they were sort of see through, so some of them you could see like what bra they were wearing, and they had to wear t-shirts under under the button down. Boys too, like some of them had to wear like if you got sweaty, like you could see it was entirely transparent because it was so cheap. And the pants just sucked. They were like itchy, not very fashionable. Like you wouldn't use them anywhere else. And I don't even want to talk about the sports outfit. I hated it. I hated sports day because it meant that I had to wear that uniform. The t-shirt wasn't so bad. It was more of like the weird shorts that they made us wear. Cause like no, wait, it wasn't shorts. I don't even remember. It was either uncomfortable pants or shorts. I have to figure it out, but I hated it. I hated it with a passion. Everybody else did. And we couldn't wear our own sweaters. They even made sweaters that you had to wear to school. And one of the things that they did to make sure that people bought the sweaters is that the owner of the school, which wasn't really like a person that cared about education, he cared about making a business. He ordered that all the ACs being cranked up. So even like the teachers were cold as hell. And the teachers were forced to buy their own sweaters too. They couldn't bring their own sweaters, so everybody was wearing like mandated sweaters, and they sucked. Those sweaters were the worst. The zippers got like stuck all the time. They ripped easily. And this wasn't like a cheap school either. It was an expensive school. So it's like it was like annoying that they did that. But then later we discovered that the guy that owned the school, like he sold it, like after I graduated, like a year or two, he sold it. But we discovered that the guy had made an investment on like a building, and he lost a shit ton of money. So he's like, okay, I need money now. So what he did was that like he took it out on the school, and he was like, well, I'll just like siphon money out of parents that had already signed up on the school. And so it was the worst. A lot of teachers left after I graduated because most of the teachers loved my class group. So they waited for us to graduate. And after we graduated, like a good chunk of the staff left. The principal, which I was, the daughter studied in my class with me. She left as well, and she was like one of the last grades. Yeah, she left, And the school after they got bought by one of the rich families in the country. But they like that family does care about the education. So I hear that the school got better. But I've never been back, so I don't really know. I only went to ask for like my report card once because I was going to Japan to teach English, and they wanted proof that I went to an American school, and I had to go to the school. But surprisingly, some of the people that worked in the administration office were still there, so I got to say hi to those people because they were great. I used to go to the administration office often for like a variety of reasons, not because I was in trouble or anything. Because the thing is, it's like a small school, so like everybody pretty much knew everybody, and you would run into, and the staff was always nice. So it was only the owner that was kind of a cunt, really. Yeah, I'll deal with this later. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm like I've when someone always asks me the questions like, would you ever go back if you could go back in time? Would you ever go to high school like before they can even finish the question? I'm like, no, hell no, 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 no. Don't ever want to go back to high school. I was also one of those like, oh my god, I was one of those lol so random kids in high school, and I go back through my old Twitter, not Twitter, Facebook posts, and my god, every time I go back, like I go into that time machine, I want to die because it's it's painfully cringe. I'm like, I can't believe I was this cringe ever. But I'm a based horse now, so okay, let's see how we're looking. I gotta say, I really like this using this watercolor brush as a line work. Definitely, it's a different feel from what I normally use. It gives it kind of like a painterly feel to it. I'm not sure if that comes across. Because let me show you. This is the watercolor, and then this is the yeah, it looks a little different. I think it's more on the tip. There we go. What is this? So I want to do like a... So I think one of the goals I have for my Final Fantasy Tactics stream is... It's not optimal because the moment a specific law comes into play, I'm going to be fucked. But I was thinking of like an entire Viera team. But I don't know if that's going to be entirely possible. Don't think it is. Just, again, because the game has the law system, and I think one of them is Viera's, or like specific classes or specific weapons. And that might turn out to be a nightmare. And also, Viera's don't have access to a lot of useful classes. They're all useful. It's just like there's some that are pretty good to carry you in certain areas. And I think I might, a Viera only run might be difficult, but I think I'm just going to commit to it. Yes, only. Well, there's not like a yes no option. A whole lot of yes no options in the game. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just go with that. Technically, I'm meant to be like a Viera, or at least the role play I'm gonna go with. So hey, this might work in my favor, anyways. Sounds like an interesting Final Fantasy Tactics run. Viera only. Viera only speed run. So it's gonna, like, I know a few methods for starting out your game with Viera. It's just that the first, the start of it is kind of hard because you have to. So there's some specific quests you can take on to when you start if you're below a certain amount of followers or like clan members. So you take a couple missions depending on the time of the month or the time of the specific month that you're in. And you're able to recruit. I don't remember what month Viera was, but there's a month where only Vieras are recruitable, etc., etc., and so you take those missions. By the way, a little moment ago, you talked about Factorio. I played a bit with Nagi as well. Might be fun to include her as well if possible. Yeah, Nagi, I want to collab with her. I think Nagi at the moment is like working on her own stuff. So once she's available, absolutely. I think it might be fun to play also Mario Party with her. So I just want to play Mario Party with people because it's the one game where I can be a complete and legitimate chaotic player, where I can let my true nature come out. What's the player limit on Factorio? I don't know. You're asking me a lot of questions about Factorio. You're asking me a question about Factorio that I have no idea about. I just want to play whatever's okay with an idiot like me. Pretty much it's unlimited. Oh, jeez. The player limit of Factorio is how much your PC can handle. Well, at the moment, not very much. You know the name of it, so that pretty much makes you an expert on it. 65,000, 5,035. I don't think I have that. I don't even have that many followers, so I don't think we're ever gonna get there. Like Mario Party. Oh, I want to get Mario Party 2 and do the land thing, or like whatever. There's like I know Vinny did it once, and he pretty much like I don't know what the whole deal was, but he played with Cry and Ross and stuff. So I want to try something like that, like play the OG once, or I could wait for the new Mario Party to come out and just get that pretty much. But I don't know that Nagi has a Switch or not. And if she doesn't, then I'll just do that. And I'll probably be the host or whatever. Why the fuck does this not go back? God, I hate this eraser. Nope. So we're almost done at this apartment. No, that's not right. Okay. The legs. Well, if you figure something out, I wouldn't mind beating you in the mini games. You're not gonna beat me. I am a master of mini games. I got skills that kill. Exactly not in Bumper Ball. Especially not in Bumper Ball. That game always ends in a draw. Yeah, I hate Bumper Ball. How long have we been streaming? Okay, I got maybe another 40 minutes or so on my, or that I can, you know, can escape for another 40 minutes because still got some people over, so. I wanted to squeeze another stream this week, so, you know, there was like a good 3-hour lull for me to, you know, get away, have a little bit of time with myself, and for you guys. Because I really like this streaming stuff, so. You know, I'm not trying to force it, but I've been incredibly saturated this week with just like family stuff and whatnot, so it's good that now, like, after a few days, I get a little bit of time for myself. That's purely for enjoyment, not necessarily just work. Okay. That's too much work. Let's just... Yeah, that design doesn't really serve any purpose. Okay, now we're just missing the hat. Nope. think we're almost there. And then I just gotta draw the face. Have you thought about possible movies for the next watch along? Huh. I was thinking of what movie did I want to watch? I don't remember which movie I wanted to watch, but no, I haven't really. We do have the recommendation channel on the server, so if you have any good ideas, I'm all ears. I could still look for a. Oh, we could watch Rurouni Kenshin. It's one of my favorite samurai movies, and it's based on my favorite manga and anime. So we could watch those movies. I think I'll just keep it to the server this time around. Fuck, where is all this hair coming from? Oh yeah, so this week I am going to the dermatologist because I think I'm going to get laser treatment for hair. And see how much that's going to set me back, but yeah. Clean myself up. Get nice and smooth legs. Nah, I'm just sick of hair. It's just annoying. I just want to get rid of it, really. I did it on the stream once, but there wasn't that much of an audience. Cause I'm thinking not everyone is into the movie that we're in. And I think some people would prefer watch-alongs to be a little bit more personal, so I'm probably just going to keep it to the server. Probably. I mean, it's a probably. I know not a lot of people want to join the Discord, but it depends on how people feel about it. Because the problem with the watch along is that obviously for many reasons I can't share the video on YouTube, but Discord, that's a kind of like a different case, and people get to have fun with you, like watching the same thing. But I don't know. My God, it's so rainy today. It's been like this morning was like sunny as hell, and then it's just like rainy. And let's move on to the face. Let me check something. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with my own style this here. Could you try saying copyright not intended real loud when you stream it? It's like one of those. You remember the YouTube videos that used to put like the copyright stuff? Like, oh, it's like I'm not making any money of it, so like I can't do it, and like um, the copyright law or whatever, and people used to put it on the descriptions, like disclaimer, disclaimer, and it's like, no, that's not how that works. We pretty much learn that even if it's the hard way, but you can't just say you don't intend, you know, copyright. Like putting a disclaimer doesn't automatically like make you like not what the fuck is going on here? Okay. Yeah, putting a disclaimer doesn't nullify you for things like it's not. Yeah, you're gonna get content ID'd one way or the other if you're like taking stuff that you're not supposed to. Also, I just had a question in the problem. Will you play Passport 2 actually serious this time around, or are you gonna do it? I'm just gonna do something dumb if I play it again. I'll pick something different than Cecilia, but I'll pick something dumb and commit to it. Definitely not memes this time around. Don't think I'll ever do a meme run again. Yeah, I mean, it'll happen when it happens. Okay. Voila. Lines are done. And now I'm gonna add flats. Cause I don't think there's a whole lot to the. Yeah, I think I know how to paint this to make it sort of similar to the way the artist did for this. It's a lot of like cell shading, and this one is a little bit more stylized. But I think I might do that stuff like tomorrow off stream. Thank you, Kink. So I'm gonna do this. And this. I'll take these guys out. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So there's a couple of questions I want to tackle with you. Well, there's a couple of choices I want to make as I go along with this thing. And you'll see in a second what I mean. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use like this. Yeah. So here's the thing about for Vieras, there's a number of choices that I have to make. So you see here how, here's what I want to ask you guys. Do we want to go with Final Fantasy XIV Vieras, or do we want to go with this game's rules for Vieras? Because this game has like the beautifully dark-skinned, white-haired girls, or the Final Fantasy XIV one with this just like array of skin colors, array of like, which would just end up being like my character, basically, like my palette of colors into this character. So, do you think I should go with this game's rules, or should I just use my color palette? What do you guys think? Tactics? All right. So we'll go with tactics rules. Unless other people have any other suggestions. I could just fill out the colors, it doesn't matter. Because then afterwards I can just change it. I'd say 14. Alright, so we got one for each. Hey Nagy, welcome. You could try to mix. To be fair, I assume the reason they're all the same color, it's so that they don't change the color if you switch classes, because that's kind of weird. Alright, so I guess I'll just go with my color palette then. I think you have a point. I'm just going to finish filling up the colors anyways, because it might make it easier for me to... Okay. So let's see here. I'm drawing my character, or myself, in Final Fantasy lore. Or Final Fantasy XIV lore. Okay. So there's my hair color. There we go. And here's what I'll do. I'm going to add a little bit of burnt tips, or burnt color. There we go. And it doesn't seem like there's a lot to the way the hairs are colored in the official art. So, yeah. Let's see now. And so let's go with my skin color. Oh, okay. I think what I'll end up doing is using this avatar while I stream Final Fantasy Tactics 14. Let me check something. 1 second. I'm gonna check my Final Fantasy 14 companion and see how my character looks. I don't know that she has gloves or not. So I want to see what the... Oh, she has gloves. Okay, never mind. Let me check on... No, I think it's a human that has Viera abilities. So let me see. Final Fantasy 14, Viera. Okay, so they have normal hands. Okay. Okay. But I'll go a little bit with this. So instead of picking, I'll go with darker color. So it'll be like a mix, I guess. All right. Now we just gotta... Huh. Okay. Skin's done. Let's go with the outfit. Now, let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So all right. Well, definitely going with kind of like a, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, that works. Shit, that works. Oh, and again, I can always alter it. Forgot about this detail. There we go. No, I just gotta erase a little more. Is this a little too intense? No. Bigger. Yep, there we go. Yep, that works. So let's see. Let me check something. Would white work better? No, I kind of like this better. Yeah, it's mostly blue. So I'm gonna go with kind of like a dark brown. Check something. Nope. We're gonna go with white. But I want to give it a hint of. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Yep. Let's see. Now I need to figure out. That white is pretty white. It's just the contrast. Because, for example, here. Yeah. Trying to. Yeah, this might need. Yeah, I like this better. Well, this will make it easy for myself. What I'll do is that. So I'll go here, go here. Okay. Go back to the skin layer. Pick this. There we go. Yeah, what I do with this particular thing is that I do this, and then I'll pick whatever colors. But for this middle, I think I'm going to go with the red. Let's see. No, it has to be... And I'm going to see if I can switch to a white instead. Here. Or maybe this might be a better office white. No. For whatever reason, this will go white anyways. So, I think what I'm going to do is I have a few minutes left. So what I'm going to do is just I'll work on the face and leave the face done. So, let's do the method I like the most. So I'll do pick this color. I'll go here. I need to do, sorry, I need to, yeah, knew it. So I want to, yep, that's a lot more clean. But actually, okay. Fucking mosquitoes. I really want them to make a remaster of Tactics 2 for Steam or Switch. I want them to. Yeah. I want them to. I want a remaster. Or I want them to make a new one, but with the same tactics. I don't know, if they remaster it, I'll buy it. Fuck it, I'll buy it and I'll play it again even if I beat it a month after, a month before, a month after like um, I beat this game or something. Like, I don't care. I love this game a lot. There we go. And now I just gotta color. I gotta erase a little bit of the skin here. Okay. All right. Let's draw the face. Color it, I guess. No. All right. Yep, I gotta do this. Goddamn pan, are you kidding me? I feel like Square is sleeping on a very big IP with the Final Fantasy stuff, because they did make a mobile game out of Final Fantasy Tactics, but it's not the same. Like, come on, you can't. It deters from the genuine experience that you get from a Final Fantasy Tactics game. There's a lot you can do with it. I mean, it's just like an easy, like, you don't even need that good of a story. You just need something, like, you just pick the elements and just put them back together and let people, make their own clans, pick their favorite characters, whatever. Okay. I think the eyes were, yeah, so I'm gonna do this. And maybe because it's very... The artist doesn't even give them the shine. And I'm gonna pick... Yeah, that looks so much like the original stuff. No. I'm gonna go with... So I'm gonna... Let me see. Let me see if this works. I'll try something out. As far as noses go, let me see. They were pretty pronounced, but I don't like that pronounced nose, so I'm just gonna go with my own style. So this is the color. Rose bun. I'm not a bunny, okay? Well, I mean, in this case, yeah, I guess, but... We go this way. Well, I'll do my own stuff. There we go. Still think that maybe this is a little too... There we go. We gotta go. And then maybe erase a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Are you gonna do the sword too? No, I'm gonna do a different sword. Because the class I'm gonna choose is Fencer. So I'm gonna do, like, instead of like Femme Fatale, I'm gonna do Homme Fatale. So it'll be like something different. You'll see. I think I might end up doing it like off stream or something, because I got places to be tonight. Not specifically outside of my house, but... Let me check something. Yeah, okay. Let me see if adding a little bit of like yeah, I mean, much of the stuff that you'll see in terms of shading, like if you look at this, right, it's a lot of there we go. So I'm gonna what is something interesting with the eyes? Let me try this out. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Yeah, I'll just. Yep, there you go. Are you gonna draw pains in the butt? Oh my god, ain't I the cutest pony? I just said pony, didn't I? Damn it! I mean horse. Fuck it, whatever. let's just move on. I think I'll do something different with the eyes. And instead, opt for... No, you heard nothing. I'll do like a multicolored. Definitely did not say pony. I did not. It's not true. I did not say it. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Can do like a concoction of pretty colors. Farce. I'm not a... I said... Whatever. I'm not even going to try and correct myself. So I got sparkly eyes. And I'll do something soft light. So I'm going to pick this. No, if I want light to come from this direction, then I'll just... Yeah, if light's coming from that direction. Yep, there we go. Good job, you're correct. I got a few more minutes. I'll add a little bit more shading. I think I'm going to keep the shading simple because, let's see here. Yeah, I know what the artist did, so I'll just keep the shading quite simple. And I'll do a little bit of the skin. Oh, I know what I can do. There's like a program that is not as crazy as Life 2D, but it's like when you talk, the avatar changes. So maybe I can do something where like I have the mouth open when I'm talking for the Final Fantasy streams, and I can do that. Yeah, I think I might do that, and then maybe for future games that I really enjoy, I could do avatars like that. And this can be just my default Final Fantasy avatar. Because I don't feel like doing a specific costume for my Life to D. So I want to take a break from that program, even if it's been like over a month since I last used it. But I think I'm good on it. Let me see how. So for this, I'm going to do that. And now, maybe I could do a little bit of experimentation here and take this. Maybe go a little larger. Okay, now I'm just gonna go and I think that's the color I was looking for, this one. And then for here, we want to go this, 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 this. There we go. I'm gonna pick this here. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I think this looks nice. I think maybe I need to tone this down. There we go. All right, let's see. I'm gonna do this. Let's do I'm gonna do. So this is the. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate this. Oh, oof. Okay. Duplicate that. Erase this. Wait, nope. Now I can erase. Watercolor. No. So I'll pick like a kind of like this color. Or maybe it should be darker. Yeah, darker is better. And for the tongue, let's do something like this. Just a tad lighter. And then do like check something. What if, follow me on this, what if okay. Let's check the other one for that. Okay. There we go. So the last thing I'll do is, because I'm gonna, I think the skin's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Let me go back to it for a second. Yeah, that's better. And blur it out just a little bit. I think I have a problem with this here specifically. Yep, that's better. I think this is better. clean this area up. Something's not working for me here. I think if I just do that instead, yeah, that works. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. All right. So last thing I'll do, yeah, real quick, is just, so I'll take this red, no, this one. Nope. So we have it here for visual reference. And I'm just gonna so let me see this weapon. So what I'll do is I'll take some inspiration out of it, but what I'll do is let me Vieira Fencer. Let me see her weapons. Okay. So the Vieira Fencer. Let me see weapons. Let me check something. I need to see their weapons. That's small as fuck. Okay. So yeah, I think this one works. And what I'll do is I'll keep the circular motif.
So let me see something. So now what I do is I go up here, and then I go up here. And then I kind of raise a little bit, right? But maybe I should do something like this first. So okay, now this makes a little more sense. And I'm going to use a curve. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. And that works. Thank you, Necro. Okay. So we're coming up in 3 hours. I'm going to finish this off stream, mostly because of time issues. I got things I got to do with family tonight. Don't think I'll come back to stream tonight, but I think I won't do a schedule, but if tonight, but tomorrow, if I figure out what's going to be happening this week in terms of like personal stuff, I'll make a schedule tomorrow or on Tuesday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, I won't stream for sure, but Final Fantasy Tactics will happen this week. It will be either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. On the weekend, don't know what I'll do. But on the other day that I don't stream Final Fantasy Tactics, I will stream Lego Star Wars. And then I'll see if I squeeze 2 art streams this week. And I'll see what I do in terms of art, but I have a lot of programming to do this week. So, yeah. Anyways, let me go to the living room for a second. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. I will share this work in progress on the server, and I will share like a close-up face on Twitter. But yeah, I still have a lot to decide with the coloring stuff. But yeah, and like I said, I'm not gonna do like a set schedule this week because, again, July is an incredibly complicated month for me. I think what I'll do is, depending on like what I'm, what they tell me, I'll make a schedule. But I should be back to having my own space again this week, which will mean like it's easier for me to start earlier or just stream for longer without interruption. And yeah, just like I appreciate the privacy once more. I still have like a shit ton of like personal stuff this month, so we'll see. And yeah, I will let you guys know when you guys what will like when I'll stream things or whatever. But yeah, I'll try to finish this drawing tomorrow, and maybe do something fun. I'll ask some of my friends for advice on the coloring and stuff, just to make sure that I pick right colors. But yeah, Bunny Roz should be Viera Roz should be done tomorrow night or something like that. If I find the strength to stream tomorrow, then I will. But I don't think I'll be working all day tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, but I want to start Final Fantasy Tactics this week, and I want to start Lego Star Wars this week as well, because I've been meaning to play it. It's the only Lego game that I haven't beaten
start to finish. I've only been in Indiana Jones like 150 million times. So, yeah. And anyways, thank you all for joining. It's sad that your mom couldn't make it, or Rumbus, or anyone, but today was just like no, I'm playing the advanced one. The original Tactics I played not too long ago, so what'll happen is that I'll play Tactics, then A2 maybe a few months later, and then I'll play the OG at some point. But for now, I don't feel like playing the OG. Just the OG is just kind of like clunky and stuff, even if I love it to death. But anyways, let me walk you guys out. Thank you everyone for joining. Sorry that this week and last week were a little bit not filled with streams. Like I said earlier, like I met a few streamers this weekend, so I think it'll be in the future. We'll have a ton new people to have fun with. If you're on the server, check out the new VTuber I found, Valhalla. I shared her Twitter on my server. Definitely check her out. Her model is amazing. Really love her design, and she seems kind of like very nice. I spoke to her like maybe just like dumb Twitter interaction, but yeah, hopefully I keep my social activity up, because I'm pretty bad at it. But anyways, thank you again for joining. I hope you guys have a wonderful start of the week, and be safe out there. Bye bye.